Against a North Georgia city accused of having contaminated drinking water.
This involves the city of Calhoun, about an hour north of Atlanta. Atlanta News First investigative reporter Anna Parati joins us now to break down these allegations here. Anna.
Yeah, Sean Blair, it's a chemical compound that unfortunately has become prevalent in this area. We're talking about PFAS, or perfluoroalkyl, a group of chemicals linked to severe illness, including cancer. It's often called the forever chemical because it does not break down naturally. Now, this afternoon, the Southern Environmental Law Center filed a lawsuit against the city. It claims Calhoun's wastewater treatment plant is polluting the region with PFAS in two ways. First, discharging PFAS directly to the Coosawattee River from a sludge field upstream from one of the city's main drinking water intakes, plus by contaminating groundwater with PFAS from previously dumped sludge. The city's wastewater treatment plant receives and treats industrial wastewater from carpet manufacturers, industry known to use PFAS.
It's generally understood to be a very bad thing when you have forever chemicals that are occupying these public waters and natural resources. The permit system needs to work as intended to prevent entering the environment, with these chemicals from entering the environment.
Now, we reached out to city officials for comment on the lawsuit. While it hasn't responded yet, the city's website recognizes some contamination and is currently working to upgrade its water treatment plant, including using a federal grant it received last year for upgrades, guys.
And Andy, Calhoun, it's not the only city in North Georgia that has a PFAS problem.
No, absolutely not. The city of Rome is currently building a new water treatment plant to remove PFAS after it discovered elevated levels of the chemical in the river that once supplied its drinking water. Last year, Atlanta News First tested Rome residents' blood for the chemical. Our test results show that the majority of residents had PFAS levels that were higher than the national median. So this is an issue, guys, that isn't going away anytime soon.
We know